Hey guys, this is Pastor Mel, and I just need to tell you something real quick. Divorce is real. Furthermore, I decided to have one, and I recommend that you do the same. Yeah, that's right. Divorce yourself from every excuse and every self-imposed limitation that has literally already cost you decades, dreams, and destiny. And don't get me wrong, nothing's more beautiful than unity. That's only when we're unified with the purpose that our Father created us. And when we're walking within the musical harmony of divine connections with like-minded people. That's people who want what we want and who value what we value and who are more than willing to lock arms with one another to help each other get to where we can get to together through mutual support. Listen, there's something going down right now, y'all. I hope that you don't miss it. If it's in you, then you know who I'm talking to. My partners and I are like family, and this thing we got is thicker than blood because it's made in the spirit. And it's in the spirit that we decided to make some changes. How do you feel about these changes? Are you ready? Let us know if you need a spot at the table. We're about to participate in a halftime of a lifetime. It's winning season. Father's favor. Blessings of the Lord to your family. We are grateful and thankful to have another opportunity to come to you. I have one of my dear sisters, my baby girl. She's in the lobby. I'll bring her in just a moment. And we're not going to be with you long tonight, but we do want to be candid and true to what our cause is. And we really want to talk about why we do what we do. Let me just go ahead and get Prophetess Michelle in place and in position. Woman of God, it is good to see your smiling face. How are you today?
I'm wonderful.
Awesome. I love it. You got the lioness chaser back. You back on set. You ready to go?
I'm ready to go, Pastor Mel. I'm ready to go.
Awesome. Well, we're going to be talking about why we do what we do, and let me just throw this out there at you. For those of you who've already joined us, or if you're joining us, go ahead and share this with someone else because we're not going to be long, but we have a special giveaway that we're trying to get away, or we're trying to get to as many people as we can. So let me just put this up now so you can see that. We want to really make it plain what you have at your disposal, at your fingertips, and that is a 6-day, 5-night stay in Cancun. It does not cover your transportation, your airlines there. This is to stay there at a beautiful resort. We've had testimonials of those who have stayed there. They said it was amazing. I had one brother, he was telling me he thought about moving to Cancun. He loved it so much. As a matter of fact, we might share his testimony a little bit later. We have Minister Lisa coming in. We're going to bring her in just a moment. But guys, let me ask you once again, share this with someone because somebody needs to get this. And you might be asking, well, what's the trick? What's the catch? What is it? Well, I'll tell you what it is. It's very simple. We want your feedback. We want you to look at a simple video that will explain everything about what we do and how we do it. And it'll be very brief about it. Within a 15-minute time frame, you can watch the whole video. In fact, it's about 12 minutes, to be honest with you. And then there's 15 questions on the survey. And then you get on the calendar to get your Cancun trip set up. You do that, there's your Cancun getaway. And it's valued at over $1,300. In fact, let me do this for you very quickly. I'm going to share a video with you. I see Yvonne coming in. We need to get her camera on. It's not showing. But let me share this with you. I want you guys to see this valuable opportunity that you have in front of your face. Here we go.
Cancun Riviera Maya. Wow! It's one of the hottest locations in Mexico. 5 nights at the 5-star Fives Resort. You're gonna love this beachfront paradise. Deluxe luxury accommodations, 7 outdoor pools, a world-class spa, and 15 incredible restaurants and bars. Plus, experience amazing activities from snorkeling and scuba diving to touring ancient Mayan ruins. This is a $1,294 value at one of Mexico's best resorts. Here's what others have said about their Fives Resort experience.
our experience has been flawless from beginning to end, from booking to getting here to transportation to everything. It's absolutely wonderful.
Here at the Fives in Cancun, loving it.
This has been an incredible resort. It's absolutely immaculate. It's right on the beach. The service is incredible, and we have absolutely landed upon a 5-star hotel. We've had an extraordinary experience, and we can't wait to come back.
Beautiful beaches, outstanding service, great food. We've had a wonderful honeymoon, vacation. Highly recommend it. It's just beautiful here.
Do not miss this. Book your 5 nights in Cancun Riviera Maya now.
So that's the opportunity. We want to be up front. That is yours. We want you to share this with your family, share this with your friends. In addition to that, we're giving away a $300 airline gift card the end of July. And that is a drawing. So we want to make sure that's separated from the two. That is a drawing. So we want to make sure you get that. Let me get some of these ladies in place. I can't see Yvonne's camera, but I'm going to get the lovely Lisa right here. Woman of God, how are you doing on today?
Good evening.
All right. So we're going to be talking tonight about why we do what we do. We'll share a couple of videos. We won't go much into the presentation information, but let's just start with this. I'm going to go ahead and share one more video, and then I'd like to get your feedback about why we do what we do. This is a testimony from Mr. David Hart, the CEO who put this whole thing together. It's called Travorium. Go ahead and put that in your memory bank, because you're going to be hearing this word a whole lot. Check it out.
I've always worked hard. I've always wanted to produce. I've always wanted to take care of my family. I've always been a guy willing to put in the hours. I think most people are like me. But I remember my grandfather, a very successful entrepreneur and businessman, he came to me one day and he said, David, you got to learn to shut down. You got to learn to get away. You have to focus on family and have experiences in your life. If you don't, you're going to leave an empty life. You know, I took my grandfather's advice to heart. So I began to experience and travel, and it was amazing. I remember inviting people to do the same and have more experiences out of life, but for a variety of reasons they couldn't. And I thought it shouldn't be this way. You know, my grandfather was right. People need to get away. People need to experience more. So I decided to solve this problem. That's why I started Travorium, a company that could help anyone realize the dream to see the world.
Welcome to Travorium, a radical new concept in travel. Our membership allows almost anyone from any walk of life an opportunity to see the world. Travorium brings people together, leveraging the numbers of travelers for incredible rates. Every month, we award our members travel points that can be used in our world tours and getaways. You choose the path, you gain the benefits, and you tour the world. With our Travorium Getaway platform, you can use your points to buy down the rate at over 2,000 resorts across the globe for your individual trip preference. With our premium membership, you can book these stays for a week long in a 1-bedroom suite for as little as $1 per night after points applied. But our travel points also give you access to life-changing experiences with our World Tours platform. Every year, our team of experts plan multiple world tours to some of the most sought-after locations on the globe, where we plan activities, parties, self-development trainings, and dinners exclusively for our members. Most people can't spend the time, money, or effort in putting together a trip of this magnitude. And the best part is that our world tours bring together like-minded people from all across the globe, allowing you to meet, learn, bond, relax, explore, laugh, and enjoy life with other members of the Travorium family. Each trip creates an incredible experience that cannot be purchased online, memories that will last for a lifetime, and friendships that can transcend continents. It will leave you counting down the moments to the next one. Our membership also gives you access to our private booking engine, where you can save up to 50% on hotels, cruises, resorts, rental cars, and activities. And if traveling and seeing the world sounds exciting, we also invite you to partner with us. You can earn an income doing what you love, allowing you to turn passion into profit and adventure into a way of life.
All right, family. Now that we're back and you've seen what we do, but we want to talk about why we do what we do. And we're going to start with the lovely ladies here. We'll go with Prophetess Michelle first. Woman of God, you've been with us just over a couple of years, and you had some downtime, but you've kept everything active. And there was a reason behind that as well. Tell us in a few minutes, because we want to be brief tonight. Why is it that you do what you do? What are you in pursuit of, and why is it that you do what you do? Prophetess Michelle?
Well, I mean, I do what I do because. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Okay. So the reason why I do what I do is because I want to be able to leave a legacy for my children. I want to be able to leave something for my children that I was not able to do as a young, being older and now versus being able to leave this to my children and they be able to do it right now. See, if you start right now, then that produces a better future. We always say, that it requires a better way. And the better way is to give it to them now. See, my parents didn't give it to me when I was young. My parents didn't help me understand what it was to truly live life when I was young. But if I give that to my children now, what a better life they would be, what better culture they will be. Because the bottom line is we don't go around, we don't get all cultures that this world really has to offer because we always say we don't have enough money, we don't have enough time, enough this, we don't have enough that. But I do what I want, what I do because now I'm making the money. Now I'm making the time. Now I'm able to go and see what this world just has to offer that God has given to us. I say this every time, I'm not going to stop saying it. God didn't give us this world for us to stay in one zip code. He never intended for us not to see the world that he created.
Right. Do we lose you? I think you might have frozen. You may be speaking, but we're not hearing you.
Did I?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Hold on.
We hear you now.
Okay.
The last thing I heard was...
Okay.
The
So
last thing I heard,
the ending of what I said. Oh, what was the last thing you heard?
the last thing I heard was God did not give us this green earth to stay on one zip code.
Right. That, and I'm not going to stop saying that because, you know, all too often we sit here and, you know, people are the way they are because they realize that it's more out there gotten to us. We go out and then we become a better people because now we start to understand one another. Now we start to really understand what it means to see and understand where each other comes from. See, I didn't get where I am today for me not to go take a trip to go see my sister Lisa in her area, in her zip code. I didn't get where I am today not to go see my new sister Yvonne in her area code. You know, I didn't get where I am not to see Coach Tanya in her area code. See, I don't know where you are today, but I'm going to all my brothers and sisters in their area codes, zip codes, whatever codes. But I'm going to go and travel this world, and I'm going to see each and every part of it.
That's a good report. You deserve to see it. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. I want to hear from you, Miss Yvonne. You have your phone or your device muted. If you'll unmute that for us. And just tell us candidly, as you always do, speaking from your heart, what is it that you're after? Why is it that you do what you do? Let me give a shout out first before you begin to Minister Carolyn Walker. Pittman is in the house. And so is my main man, Maurice Covington. He's in San Antonio, Texas as a resident now, y'all. Super excited, super excited. I see Carol Caspar is in the house, and we're thankful and we're grateful for you, beloved. Yvonne, it's on you, my dear. Why is it that you do what you do inside of this travel club? What keeps you going? What keeps you motivated? What's your inspiration? Why do you do what you do?
Well, why I do what I do. I do it to help others. It's enjoyment. It's a fulfilling. It's feel like it's a destiny to reach other people, to enlighten. It seems like it's a calling. It's a lot of things. I can agree with Michelle, Pastor Michelle, about reaching out to other people, other sister in that zip code to go see them. God didn't put all this earth to not to go to see other people or to reach other people where you're needed at and where you most needed at. That it's more than just what we see. We really haven't really tapped to we just tipped the iceberg. It's so much more than what we see. It's bigger than what's out there. And that this weekend I really had a heart change of different things, that I took a little vacation this weekend, a little outing to Williamsburg, and just need to get away. Sometimes you just need to get away from things, to just to re-examine yourself, to look over some things. And when I was coming back home, I said, okay, God, I'm ready for my assignment.
Yes.
And when I got home Saturday, and I came on in the house and looked around everywhere, looked outside, came inside, put my pocketbook down, and came into the bathroom. Now I'm hiding because so much stuff going on in the other room. So I came in the bathroom to get away. And that I heard some noise outside, and I didn't think nothing of it. I was here reading about Moses, how to tell the men to get ready to prepare for war and everything, to go out to conquer the land, because they was about to go over to Jordan to get the paradise over there, get to the good land and everything, and how they being disobedient and supposed to kill everybody. But they didn't. Brought some stuff back. Then they got y'all know the story. And then I said, must be next door. Boom again. I said, let me get out of here and see what's going on, because the store was getting real interesting. Went out to the back door. Behold, my son's car was on fire. I said, oh, Lord. And I just looked at it, and they said, get out the house. But it didn't register. I came back here, got my shoe, went in, I got the pocketbook. Then I said, I turned around, had to go back and take a second look. He said, ma'am, get out the door, out the house, the car on fire. So I slammed the door. It still didn't register, so I went back and got my phone. Then I walked to the front door, and I opened the door. Then that's when I saw the fire trucks, and the guy was helping me out the house. He said, "Get out the house, man! The car on fire." And I went on across the street, and I said, "It's really burning up back there." It just was so crazy. And people just, is you okay? So I'm fine. And I don't know where my grandson came from. I didn't know where the ex-husband came from. People just popped up from everywhere. And I said, was I okay? And he asked me, I said, but my car's still back there. And he would ask me about my keys. I don't know where my keys at. He said, Vaughn, your keys dinging on your finger. I said, okay. And it was real crazy. But long story short, everything was okay. But it was arson. Somebody did it. But everything was fine. I was okay. And I came back and got settled down, and I say, I said, is this truly my assignment? But, when things come up, and you say things to God that, you're ready for your assignment, you truly have to be ready. They come where you have to really stand to make you strong. Yes. So I could have freaked out and said, oh, God, no. I said, okay. And the same thing about it being an entrepreneur, when things comes up and all the no's come, you still have to stand. Absolutely. And you still have to be there when all the no's come, because after all the no's, the yes is coming. And there was a reason why I was reading about Moses telling the men to get ready to go over to fight so they can conquer the land, because the good was over on the other side.
Other
of
side.
the to go over to Jordan. So that's where the good was. But they had to do some preparation for to get there. So the reason I do what I do because there's some preparation to get to the good on the other side of the land to get through all the good. And so that's why all my yes is at. So I have to go through all of that to get to the yeses. So that's why I do what I do.
Minister Lisa, what are you gonna say about her? I remember when she used to be so quiet and shy. We say a word on camera.
Oh Lord!
Now she preaching to the worldwide.
Amen. Amen. Yeah.
Oh Lord! I just got stirred up. You know, things be happening, man. I just been, you know. And what I really need to get, because I was been really feeling bad in my body. My back has really been bothering me, been really having bad muscle spasm. So I really had to get myself calmed down. And because my nerve was really rattled. So I did have to get away just so to calm down, get that muscles calmed down. But when I came back, they ran to this, but it didn't affect me. So I was real good and no muscle pop. You know, it's real good. So that's why I say you have to stand when stuff comes. You have to be strong. So I'm good. I just looked it in the face. I said, okay, next.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Somebody put that in the comments.
Okay.
Hashtag next. Don't get stuck where you're at. It's not where you need to be. Minister Lisa, we want to be brief tonight on the whole. So we're not going to go into the regular presentation, but we want to hear from you amply. Just tell your story. Take a few minutes to explain your why. Someone somewhere is listening. Maybe, you know, they don't hear anything I'm saying. Maybe nothing I've said has made sense at all, but something that God has given you might register with them. Speak your voice to those who will hear you as you speak from your heart. Why is it that you do what you do?
Well, I'm going to start off by using the word that Yvonne just dropped, next. Next. For me, what's coming next? And sometimes, you know, I'm grateful because God shows us, you know, what's next. If we do this, then this is what I'll do. You know, what he'll do for us if we do this. Everything comes through, like she said, preparation, you know, and so we're preparing for what's next. There's so much greater that's in this business, that's coming from this business. And that's what I'm preparing for. I'm preparing for my next. And why I do what I do is because I actually love this business. I'm passionate about this business. I'm passionate about the travel part. I'm especially passionate about the financial part of it. You know, actually being able to have an opportunity, you guys, because we always say that God said we're to be the head and not the tail. Yes. The lenders and not the borrowers, always above and never beneath. Come on. We're always saying that, but when are we going to begin to live that? When are we going to begin to be an example, actually be walking epistles or the living word in action? You know, and I just believe that this is an opportunity for us to get there. It's a door. It's a door, and I see it so vividly. I see the door opening. I see it happening, and it's just a matter of doing the work, planting the seeds, and waiting for the opportunity to reap your harvest because it's coming. You know, and the good thing, like Yvonne said, you know, being a blessing to other people, being able to be a blessing to other people. You know, I know a lot of times people don't like for you to preach wealth. But I believe in wealth. I would not just inner wealth. I believe in inner wealth, you know, because as we begin to learn, as we begin to acknowledge and understand, you know, the principles of God and his desires for us, you know, and it starts on the inside, you know, but then it begins to manifest itself on the outside, you know. So, you know, and I was going to say something, but maybe I shouldn't say that. But I just believe in the word of God. Does that make sense? I just believe in his word, and I just believe he sent people and he sent opportunity in order to manifest himself in our lives. Whenever we have a desire for something, and one of my desires is to retire at ease, you know, I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm 60. I'm tired. I actually got on this presentation. I saw it when you sent out 10 minutes before.
Mhm.
And I was tired. I got off work and I had some running around to do, and I fell asleep, and my body is still tired. But God's going to give us rest from all of that.
Yes.
He's going to give us rest from all of that. And that's not just for me, but I'm talking to all my baby boomers out there. Preparation is key. Preparation is key. And that's what we are all doing. And I heard you, Pastor Key, say you want to retire your wife. I remember hearing you say that, and this is an opportunity because we're seeing it happen all around us. People in this business are retiring at young ages. Young ages too. And so, that's one thing. There's nothing impossible for God, and He will always give you a way.
Yeah.
He will always give you a way, out and a way in, and I believe that this platform is a way out and it's a way in. It's a way to your next. I know it's a way to my next.
Yeah, I love it. Well, ladies, you have blessed our hearts. I'll wrap it up with this. I want to share a legacy video, one of my favorites, when we talk about why we do what we do. And you got, oh man, and Yvonne, Lord, I see you growing in leaps and bounds. I am so proud of what I see happening in your life. And this explains one of the things as it pertains to me. I love seeing people grow into who God called them to be. And this business gives us the opportunity to travel and to connect and to reconnect with lives all the way around the globe and back. There's no restriction. There's no limitation to who God has called us to connect with. Sometimes it may not be your next door neighbor, but that next door neighbor may be in another city, another state, another country, another continent. And in this business, we have the opportunity to see that happen and come to fruition. I'm excited because someone asked me a long time ago, they said, man, you talk so much about this thing. You act like that's your ministry or something. I said, you're finally getting it. I'm glad the light is coming on. I've been trying to say it a long time, but you've not been hearing me. It is ministry. It's bigger than business. It's kingdom business. Amen. It's a kingdom agenda. It's about what God has for us is for us. And I love how you said it, Minister Lisa. We talk so poetically about being the head and not the tail, above and not beneath, the lender and not the boss. We talk about all of those things. But what is the path to get there? What is the process? How do we flesh that out? God has given us opportunities just like this to a man of God who had a vision. And the vision of David Hart and Adela Hart was to literally manifest wealth around the globe and back through one of the most powerful industries ever on the planet, the industry of travel. It's been here forever, and it's pretty lucrative. We'll say it this way. You won't get rich overnight. We doubt that's going to be the case, but you'll be so much richer by your experiences of sharing life with people you love and care about, and furthermore, by building it into a business, and the only limit on it will be yourself. So if that speaks to your heart tonight, we're going to close out with one video. It's about legacy. And if this doesn't speak to why we do, maybe we're talking to the wrong people. Just share it with somebody else. But I want to come back after that, ladies, and I'll have y'all to give us just one closeout comment, if you'll be ready, right after the video after that. Shout out to my main man, Tyrone is in the house. We're calling Tyrone, y'all. Because we're going to meet him. We're going to meet him, man. We meet them twice this summer. We're going to meet him in New Orleans, and then we're going to meet him in Paris, France, y'all. I'm so excited to see him and his wife and many others. In fact, if you're going to be there with us, go ahead and put it in the comments. And if you want to go with us, it's not too late, y'all. We got to be there. So let's talk about this thing. And better yet, let's not talk about it. Let's be about it. Let's be about our Father's business. And we call that legacy. Check this out, and we'll be right back.
Your first name is about you, but your last name is about us. Legacy. There's power in your name. Power in your name. McDonald's is a last name. Abercrombie and Fitch, last name. Armani is a last name. Baskin Robbins is a last name. Chrysler is a last name. Fisher Price, Gucci, Hennessy, Harley Davidson, Hilton, Honda, Kohl's, Kraft Foods, Lowe's Movie Theater, Marriott is a last name. Maybach is a last name. Nordstrom is a last name. Pillsbury is a last name. last name. Porsche is a last name. Procter and Gamble, 2 last names. Rolls Royce, Charles Rolls Henry Royce, last names. Turner Broadcast System, Ted Turner, last name. Versace, last name. Wells Fargo, Henry Wells, William Fargo, last name. Walgreens, last name. Wrigley's, last name. Welch's Grape Juice, last name. Here you are, you think you're buying a product. You are not buying a product, you're buying a name. You think you're wearing a product. Hey, look at this product. No, you're saying, look at this family. And what you don't know is while you're making every family rich, you're making yourself broke. So you done went to one family called Wells Fargo and got $200,000 so you can go to another family called Rolls Royce so you can give them money and get yourself a car so you can go back to the hood and see the Joneses and say, look at what I got. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo, their family sitting up being rich, and Harley Davidsons and Rolls Royce are being rich, and the Joneses are sitting there holding up people's stuff saying, look at what we did and we broke. What if I told you that your blessing is attached to your name? That part of the reason why you're not wealthy yet is because you keep trying to make Yolanda wealthy. You keep trying to make Tasha wealthy. What if you made Johnson's wealthy? What if you started thinking about your kids? What if you started thinking about your legacy? What if God started dropping Canaan and opening up windows of heaven? Because now you're not just thinking about you, you're thinking kingdom. There are some people who are attached to you who say, Mama, can you do something with this name? There's some people who are saying, Dad, can you do something with this name? Maybe God gave you the name to change and reverse some of the stuff that the name meant one day. I wish there was somebody in this room that said my name.
And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies, let me give you all each a closing comment. Speak whatever's in your heart to say to those who are watching this live or replay, wherever they are around the world and back. We'll start with you, Miss Yvonne, if you'll give us your closing comment for the tonight, today, or whatever time they're here.
For those that's out there, just don't wait too late. Don't wait too late.
It's good. It's a good word. Thank you so much for sharing with that. Prophetess Michelle, closing comment.
Well, after that video, all I can say is it's in the name. It's in the name. But I'm sure each and every one of them, it cost them PSA. And when I say PSA, I mean prayer, sacrifice, and some action. In everything we do, when we're creating wealth, you have to have prayer. There has to be some sacrifice. Every day is not going to be the great day. But when you put in that time and you put in that sacrifice and you back it up with that action,
there you go.
You're guaranteed your wealth.
I love it. Very good. Very good. Miss Lisa?
Hey, I couldn't wait. The video excited me. The video excited me because Simmons is going to be a name, guys. Simmons, people when they say Lisa Simmons, everybody gonna say, "Oh yeah," you know. Every one of us, we're key components in what God is doing in the earth. You know, I probably will change my name back to my mate name to Sykes then, so my family name will be out there, maybe. But I actually called my daughter this morning. I got home. That was the first thing I did when I got home from work. I actually called her and I told her, I hope she's listening so she can attest to this. I told her, I said, I just wanted to call you and let you know that your mom is about to become a millionaire, you know. And I really mean that, people. I really mean that. I've been saying that for years because I know what God is doing. I know the prophecy on my life, but I also know preparation. Again, Yvonne, I love that word, preparation. And I know now what it takes, the steps that we have to take to get to where we want to be. You know, and we have come across a lot of great names in this business. That's why God opened doors and he connect you with certain people. Pastor Keys, knowing just you, Pastor Keys, what you do with your ministry, your inner city ministry. When I read up on you, you are great. You're accomplished some mighty, mighty things. Coach D, a renowned author. You know, and I ordered some of her books. I haven't gotten them yet. Ministry in the Marketplace, because I'm very, very interested in that. I'm very interested in being a key component in God's plan in order to reach people, and bring us to the forefront, especially his sons and his daughters. Come on. His sons and his daughter. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. I shall not walk in lack. I won't do it. I won't do it. And it's about the words that we use. Use those words to speak those things that are not or that are. I say they are. They just haven't manifested themselves in the physical yet. And just speak them into manifestation form. It's coming, you guys. It's coming.
I love it. I love each of you. Prosper well tonight. We got another call at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock on the Eastern side, our corporate information and updates. We don't want to miss that. So I see you on the call. I'll see you this summer. I'm going to see you. Love you. Have a good night.
Good night.